Hello internet friends, this is Too Old for Gaming, and today I'm bringing you another exciting 10 versus 10 matchup here in Steel Division 2. This time we're on a very small map called Novka, and I am playing Unternehmen Rösselsprung. Danke meine deutsche Freunde, dass ihr meine Inhalte genießt. Entschuldigung, wenn ich euer Wörter falsch ausspreche. Ich komme aus Michigan, also kann ich nicht einmal richtig English sprechen. So, I am in a C-rated infantry-focused division. I'm changing it up a bit. I know if you guys have watched my previous runs, I typically bring in a lot of unvetted infantry and bring in leaders. This time I decided that I'm gonna try it in the reverse. I'm gonna bring in a vetted elite infantry, since that's kind of what this division focuses on. We don't have much in terms of armor here, so I want to take the forest area if I can. Now I do have Pink Mist backing me up over here, as well as another player here. Was it Spectral? And Leon. So we've got quite a few people in a very small area here, but that means the enemy does as well. We've got a Marauder up there, but he had no real scouting, so he went off, and we're already getting artillery fire on our position. However, I think he's thinking maybe we've got AA or artillery there, and that hit nothing. So I brought in these CA-310 BIS Libico, and they have 4 100-kilogram bombs. So I'm going to try and drop him on these T-34s, but we're at the beginning of the map. He's already got these 37 mils pushed all the way up to the front. So I get pushed off, unfortunately. You know, I think if I were to build a deck and have these, they're so slow, I would bring them in phase A only, because by the time you get to B or C on a bigger map, the enemy's going to have their AA net up. So a Yak 9's moving in, but we do have our AA net up. His rudder gets damaged here. I've got a lot of infantry in this light woods here. Want to try to sneak him across as my partner's doing here. And I'm setting up Pack 38s to cover the reinforcement roads. Got one up here. I have a sniper team up here on the hilltop, just kind of watching everything. And just a ton of infantry here. So if we take a look at the rest of the map while we're waiting for that to heat up, the Allies have taken the forest over here, setting up some anti-tank guns, an Su-85, and snipers. But we've done a good job of fully capping the town. It's pretty huge. IS-2 out here not doing anything, but they are pushing on our left flank here, so we'll have to be careful of that. A-20ZH taking shots at that King Tiger. Looks like he may have damaged him. Let's take a look in here closer. Nah, it's just scratched his paint. And he might pay for that with his life. So we've got these amazing AS-42s up front, 3 of them, definitely helping out, and they end up destroying him. In my Phase A card, I've only got 20 mils as well, and they're not mobile. So, looks like the coast is clear over here. I'm going to move my infantry up in these Doviniks, which are terribly slow. My IG-18 spotting infantry out here in the wood line. And I've moved up. You know, I typically don't bring tanklets, but it seemed like with this deck it made sense because I'm going to be in dense forest. Get a little bit of armor, can move up a machine gun. So I've got this AB-41 here with a 20 mil and these Panzer L3s, which just have 2 machine guns on them, but they're only 10 points. So I'm moving up a big squad of infantry, and a BG-26 Marauder's coming. His engine's damaged. Is he going to get the fire off? He gets the bombs off. I'm not sure where these are landing. I stopped my guys here because I'm thinking it could be a lot worse if I keep going forward, and takes out a couple squads, does some damage, gets everyone's head down with these giant craters. But he pays for it. He's dead. I won't see him again. So, going to be moving forward this infantry that's suppressed right now into the woods. Fortunately for me, My Pioneer Fuhrer is still alive, but some of these guys are pretty heavily damaged. I mean, he's only got 4 out of 14 left here. These guys have 4 out of 9, so it definitely was a big loss. SPW AV-41's shooting at these Polish infantry. L3 it gets destroyed by that satchel charge from this Gruppi Sturmowi. SPW-231 getting in the fight, but I'm retreating these guys because I'm not suppressing them fast enough. Probably because they have that Raider and Fanatical trait. But this guy's still in firing range. We do manage to combine fire, take him down. And trying to get the infantry in the woods here. We've captured this flag. Not going well for the Allies. 15-9. I have flak 38s in here now. And then these 75 mils. And they don't have radios. But I feel like they're pretty accurate still. Trying to get some AA up closer because 20 mils range is only... Man, it's not far. It's 2,250 meters. So P2 trying to come back in. Gets an oil leak and sight obstructed. He peels off. And I'm trying to bring these recon planes back in. But unfortunately, this time he's got even more 37 mils back here. Getting jammed up in the woods by enemy infantry and tanks. Lots and lots of fire going on here. I tried to bring these Gerbergsjäger back. Looks like we just had something huge explode. You know what those were? I think those were... He brought in those remote mines, but didn't manage to get them into position. So, having to fall back here due to overwhelming fire and his combined arms with his tanks, I have nothing really to go against him right now. Another BG-26 coming in. Is he going to get it off again this time? No. No, we've got a SDKFZ 7/1 here. Really helping out the team. Did he get one on? No, was that a mine? I don't know what that was. If you guys saw it, put it in the comments. Alright, getting this SS team in position. They're a Raider card. They've got one guy left, so he dies. The Cadetans are pretty good for forest fights. You got 5 MP40s and 4 G43s, and then you got these magnetic mines. So, gonna try and deal with this M4 up here, the Sherman, with one of these teams, and they're only 15 points. Let's see how they do against the suppressed rifles team. Rifle teams are dangerous. That Thompson and those 9 semi-auto rifles. He's got 2 BARs as well, but due to the suppression, able to get them to put their heads down and surrender. That was huge. Cadet getting the magnetic mine off on the M4 Sherman, wiping him out and clearing the way for the Panzergrens to move forward. Still maintaining position here, and we're at a 15-9, but we got Sapiri moving in with Desanikis. These guys are just going to get overwhelmed. Oh, man, that's a lot of infantry. A Cadet getting spotted by a T-3485. Looks like we destroyed a Fiat somewhere. And I'm bringing up these Pioneers with these jerry can bombs. Let's see what that does. Look at all that infantry. Now, these are small squads, but still. See if they can get this off. See what it does. Alright, not as exciting as I thought, and they're getting mined in return. So, our little push here, getting broken up. They surrender. Now I've got these 75s that fire very fast moving in. 8 rounds a minute, 2 of them. Getting them right on where submachine gun teams were. We've got some T-3485s to deal with. Remember, we got nothing but outdated tanks. These guys are meant for fighting partisans in Yugoslavia. Triple vetted SS team here, spotting the S Sapiri, but M8 Scott spotting him, getting his head pushed down, and getting shelled by the enemy now. We're at a 14-10. Getting their tick rates down. Still got my observation team set up here, trying to get more in place. Starting to shell our defensive line here. And I'm bringing in 2 more of these 75s. Guys, these are only 45 points. And I think they got 40 or 50 rounds of ammo plus smoke. So, you know, I tend to bring in a lot of mortars for smoke. But these, I think the blast is maybe a little bigger, and they're a little more accurate. I could be wrong. Over here in the center, still maintaining control of the town. Enemies pushing us back to our flags on the left flank, though. And they've maintained control of this flag here. I feel like most of the action has been over in our area, though. Definitely an exciting matchup so far. So, looks like we're getting some more action up here with some rifles team. Definitely dangerous. We got triple vetted Panzergrens, and they're in too close to use their light machine guns. You know, these MG26Ts can be used as an auto rifle in close, so definitely better for a forest than bringing in Panzergrens. And these LW Jaegers, it won't let me see their card when I click on them. Moving these L3s up, and now we're taking some bigger fire, maybe a 107 or 120 mil mortar, but I'm maintaining my leader card here. And now we've got that M8 Scout moving forward, but he's going to get blasted pretty fast here, I suspect. Takes one hit already. Spotting my recon out in the open, and is destroyed, I think, by the IG-18. And we're pretty bunched up here, so this artillery is very dangerous. Not able to maintain control anymore of their point here. And my cadet being just stuck out here in the open, pinned down. I've got a couple more teams that I want to take through this heavy wood over here. And my L3 taking fire from a 50 cal. Got to pull him back as he gets suppressed. Now, I can use this magnetic mine, but he just took a direct hit. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think having extra veterancy reduces the amount of damage you take from artillery fire. I believe so. It feels that way sometimes. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Now I'm getting counter-batteried. I noticed that these guys can... You see how fast these guys move? It takes a heavier artillery. It takes them forever to get out of position, and they usually die. So I'm moving these guys pretty fast. This guy's getting really close, and he takes a direct hit. It takes 2 casualties, so he stops. Really want these guys to keep their feet moving. Bringing in some Panzer IIs. And, oh... Man, I wish these guys didn't get caught out in the open here. Wanted to get them over here. Taking fire from a T-34-85 on our left flank here. That King Tiger's still up. He's trying to move him around into position over here to get something. And one of my cadet is destroyed. We got another one here who's made it forward. We got 2 rifles teams pinning down this Panzergren. And right now, my focus is getting these 75 mil mountain howitzers into a new position and counter battering. You see all this fire going on over here. We need to stop the enemy from shelling our position because we're just going to get absolutely chewed up here. Cadetten firing at this rifles team. Getting suppressed really fast. Oh no, Desaniki's moving forward. They get pinned, they're going to get crushed. Pioneers get caught out in the open by these M2 half-tracks, having to pull back my L3 tanklets. But the IG-18 spotting the M2 takes one out. Fusilieri getting destroyed as they move into the woods, trying to get these cadetten into the woods, but we've got Tankos moving forward. I don't know if these cadetten are going to be able to do it. Want to keep this Pioneer Führer alive, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. He's taking some fire from Molotovs, trying to pull him back so he can keep these guys double vetted. But they got caught out in the open by these guards, and that DP-29 is just keeping their heads down. Really need to get them in the woods. They don't do well when they fire on the move, but as soon as they get in the woods, I'm going to get hit with these Tankos. So good combined arms of submachine gun and rifle teams by the enemy, being backed up by half-track, preventing us from retaking this wooded area. So you see now, trying to fire on all these positions here, moving my 75s into a new position. Still got these sniper team up here spotting Tiger on the reinforcement road, and now the 20 mil had moved up, and my recon teams are taking fire from enemy artillery. Shooter knocked out on this M4. Gets a penetration. Not sure if it's the IG-18, I think. but it manages to pull back before we're able to do much. IG-18 taking fire from the M2 half-track, and now we got probably Katusha fire here, but he thinks we got guys over here, and we moved everything to the very edge of the map. Stern Pioneer's moving forward without AT. Might have some difficulty against that M2, but he's focused on this IG-18. He's got his head down, and he is destroyed. Pack 38 spotting the BA-20, but he is destroyed maybe by an IG-18 or this Panther here. All right, let's see what these Stern Pioneers do. Great move here, but man, those rifle teams just tons of fire, and our attempts to retake our position not going well. Flak 20 guys, if you're in 750, lay a lot of heat on infantry, so that's why I kind of moved these up. They're 40 points. You know, I kind of wanted the AA versus some of the recon cars I have. Moving up an LG-42 that does combined fire support against tanks and infantry, and still shipping away. You see all my direct commands here. Guys, lay attack beacons for your team, too. Want to, they're fairly accurate for something without a radio. Want to take out all of his mortar teams. You know, I don't want to be battling that the rest of the game here. So we're getting off-mapped. Unfortunately, my Kurbelwagen, which I think had a machine gun in it, is destroyed by that off-map. And now my IG-18 is dueling a Tiger. Not a great matchup for us. Misses because he's suppressed, and he's getting mortared, trying to get him out of the way. Bringing in a Panzerschreck. I've got basically Panzerschrecks, 75mm AT guns, and 50mm AT guns. That's about it. I've got some French capture 35Rs, and I'm going to use these basically for infantry support, but we are getting Katusha batteried again. Pretty much doing nothing but getting our heads down at the moment. And the King Tiger moving up maybe a little too aggressive here. But we do have control of this flag now. We're at 14:10 if you haven't been paying attention. 12 minutes left on the timer here. And my 75 just firing, chipping away at his artillery. He's playing the whole counter bat game. I don't have, you know, let the teammates use their Panthers and Stuke 3s. I don't have those in this deck. So I'm going to shell him and just stop the bleeding here. T-34 recon destroyed by the King Tiger. Now he's firing at a Maxim. Be nice for this Tiger to take out this T-34-85. Tiger, though, might get a side shot on him with this. Ooh, back up, dude. He is destroyed. Gets a bailout on the T-34 over here. And this BA-10 is committing suicide right now. Takes 2 hits by King Tiger and Tiger. Wow. It's a lucky crew for an extra 3 seconds. Tigers dueling Tigers here. Gets a big pen. Zis 57 in close on the King Tiger. Not going to be able to penetrate that. And we've got a platoon of these LW Jaegers. Not the best for in close, but they do have 10, it looks like, SVDs. Really good in the light woods here if we can get a defensive position, but we've got a tank up here. JU-88's spotting a ton of stuff here. I'm placing attack beacons so that we can take out all these 37 mils I'm spotting, but we got a ton of DO-217s. Let's see if they can do anything. 1, 2, get their bombs off. And we got Yak 9s coming in on their tails, but tons of AA on our side. We take one out. P-39 Air Cobra coming in. Katusha fire coming down on this defensive position with their Pack 40 and our IG-33. And that Air Cobra is destroyed, but can't seem to make it back into the woods here. Trying to get this MG-42 squad up here. 1250 meter range. But look at all the T-34-85s we're dealing with now. So you see that I'm putting artillery on every spot that we saw anti-aircraft from. I'm assuming after, what, we got 20 seconds of fire right now, we can bring in some Ju-88s, cluster AT bomb these guys, and maybe take out a few of them. So, let's see if we can make it in there. Getting close. But they moved position here. Oh, no. And there's another team over here. Gets pushed off. These guys move so slow. I brought in two at once. Man, just barely out of range. So, unfortunately, lose both of them, but I scare him. He went back after that. So, all right, now I'm thinking, let's already this position where all his tanks are. Right? What were there, like 10 tanks in there? And we've got more and more stuff over here. That's that field gun firing again. IG-18 spotting sniper and sapper Z team out in the open, and he's moving forward a Hotchkiss. Not very wise. And the Tiger's deciding he's going to move in too, but we're at an 8-minute timer with a 14-10. Now we got a 203 off map. Got to take him down. Tiger's destroyed. Let's get that off map. Oh no, IG-18 is blown up. Oh, can we get this off map? He's destroyed. I don't know who got him. Maybe it was that Panther over there, but that was very nice. We are taking off map fire, it appears here. That was a big boom. It's either off map or some huge artillery piece in the back of the map. So I brought in these Czech howitzers, 105s. These are pretty accurate. Got a radio on them, and the fire rate is, what, 8 rounds a minute. Let's see if I can get these guys to dismount. Yeah, pushing them out early. And I've got my MG-42 team here. Anytime they're going to walk right in here, I'm going to start firing at them. Pack 50 if it gets in close. My Fusilieri taking fire from all of these T-34-85s. Enemy concentrated on our push to the right, and I had started making a push forward because these guys weren't spotted at first. I need to stop that. He gets destroyed. 10 points gone. Taking tons of fire here. Trying to get artillery down on these guys moving forward. Pretty much got a Pack 40 and a Panzerschreck here, and this Pack 38 is probably going to get overwhelmed. AB-43 moving forward just to do something here. And his loader gets wounded, so he's probably going to die. But we've got two more. We got a triple Pack 40s on the hill here. Not ideal, but it's a position and cover that we can use to hit the enemy so long as we don't get artillery fire. Brandenburger MG-42, checking these guys out in the open. And then our DO-217's able to get some bombs on target here and force these guys back so we can maintain control of this flag. Look at all this stuff. Lots of recon moving forward. Take out the carrier. And the T-34 is taking fire from this Tiger here. And now, see, we were bunched up and we're paying for it. Two of them go down. My Pack 40's pinned down. Gets an IL-2 strike in. You guys didn't see it. I saw it when playing the game, and even though we had all this fire, he was able to destroy a King Tiger, so that was a pretty huge loss. You know, being able to see down that road with the King Tiger and stop that intersection. Beautiful. So, Tiger's just trying to hold things off here. T-34 backing up. But we're taking more Katyusha fire. And my MG-42 is destroyed by a direct hit by a rocket. And now the Tiger gets a penetration on him. I'll leave him something way back here, and my Pack 40 is destroyed. And I have to pull back my recon team because this 50 cal is up close, and we can't spot him. Moving in another 50 to get some fire in the area, and he is spotting. So we get fire on that BA-10. And I don't know if you noticed, it was firing AP shells instead of APCR. I don't know if they changed that in the game or what. Panzerschreck, gonna take out the Universal Carrier. Boom. IS-2 fire. Oh, man. And we're getting a little bit in the woods here, but I mean that rocket battery is really preventing us from getting a ton of infantry in here. And I got another MG42 team up here. He's trying to smoke him out. Really wants to make a push forward with his Polish troops, trying to hold him off with a single Brandenburger MG42 and a Panzerschreck. Look at all this stuff. So firing my 75s and 105s right here where all his stuff's jammed up. ME410 is pushed off by something over here. It's a 25 mil. A JU-88 just spotting lots of infantry. That 35 mil is shell. You can see all the shell holes. He's got 3 men left, so he's still up and running. Move more Panzerschrecks in the woods here. Remember, he was starting to bring tanks through. If you got tanks through this side, I want to be able to hit them, because I don't know if these 35Rs is going to be able to do much. So I'm bringing in 81mm mortars to deal with all this infantry. It looks like he's making a push now, trying to get this Panzerschreck back into position. Fusilier, he's still spotting everything for me, fortunately. Let's see if we get a direct here. Oh, that's great. Great. Get their heads down, stop them, let the tanks go by themselves. Brandenburger probably getting spotted here, this MG42 team. I don't know if they get a buff for stealth. See how fast that ammo gets chewed up. Exceptional stealth, so yeah, definitely helps with stealth and keeping out of view, but with a BA-10 right there, he's going to get spotted, so he gets destroyed by these T-34-85s that are pushed right behind the hill along with this IS-2. And look at all the stuff we're dealing with. I've got artillery fire directly in the enemy position. He's got another off-map here, and he's moving these Free French rallies up. We're down to a 13-11, but there's 2 minutes 47 seconds left to go. Trying to push these Panzer 34Rs up in case he tries to run across, because we're down to just a Panzergren. And they've got our flag here. An LG-42, based on the routing, makes a very risky move and goes up here. Not my intention. We're dealing 2 IS-2, so I got a PAC-40 I've been able to move in, an LG-42, but I don't think the penetration value on these LG-42 is very good. These heat shells only do 100 mils, and if, look at this IS-2. He's got 110 on the side and 180 up front. My PAC-40, though, can do 190, especially at this range. Panzerschreck, spotting T-34, takes him down. I've got some Chetniks up here to spot, too. These are beefy recon squads for 25 points, 15 men. But they are getting spotted by the enemy, and these IS-2s being forced off, I'm assuming, by this 88 mil right here, maybe going to destroy them. Boom, goes down. IS-2 running right up and take a direct hit from something and blows up my recoilless rifle team. Snipers being spotted, but do take out a Maxim, and now we're taking artillery fire. Mortars firing endlessly along with my 75 mils and 105, starting to run out of ammo. Need to bring in some more ammunition trucks to resupply them. 35R dueling with a T-34. Side shot! Oh, it gets him to fall back, but it doesn't penetrate. Dropping most of my artillery on this IS-2. Panzerschreck forced off due to probably battery fire. Get this guy to fall back. I would love to see this little tank destroy him. Just keeps pinging off the side. IS-2 moving in very aggressively. Must have infantry in the forest here. Moving another Panzerschreck team up. I got 2 of them. Flak 20 spotting IS-2. Oh, no! My second Panzerschreck team is destroyed. I've got one in backup back here. T-34 destroyed by that Pak-43. Dealing with multiple tanks here on the flag. Panzerschreck in view of the Pantera. Pantera is destroyed. Now we're going to be dealing with Polish infantry. You've got automatic rifles and 2 subs and Molotovs. Got to get those guys' heads down and push them back. 15-man squads. Panzerschreck destroyed by artillery fire. Got 1 left up here, and this one who's got his head down still. Moving another Panzerschreck team in. We do end up taking out this IS-2. Didn't catch who did it. Probably this 88 right here. Moving forward, another Panzerschreck team, and we got just a mass of T-34s coming in, and my artillery teams being counter battery fired by rockets. T-34, excuse me, 35R destroyed, and my Chetniks being spotted. These guys are super bunched up. Martyr 2 starting to take some of these guys down. 88's getting destroyed. But we're maintaining control with a single Panzergren team and my Panzerschreck trying to get these guys back to spot here as he runs up the road and trying to cut him off before he can make it in. When you're zoomed out, you can't really tell where he's going, but let's see if I can get these guys to dismount. Artillery just taking a very long time to go off. It's one basically next to the truck. And maybe those guys got knocked out. These guys are super dangerous. Hide my little Panzerschreck right here. See if we can ambush him. I got a Pak-40 here. One of my artillery pieces I kept moving around gets a direct hit. Pak-40 spotting, destroys a T-34. We've got an 88 right here. We're at a 12-12 now, guys. Enemy really making some big pushes here. Look at that dual Panzerschreck at the same time. Unfortunately, wasting a rocket. More and more moving forward here. This is insane. See if he gets this guy. Takes the man out in front. You can get the guy behind him. Panzerschreck going off. Come on, guys. Reload. Reload. Another T-34 down. Blows up another T-34 behind him. Blows up another T-34. Down to 1 rocket. Blows up another one. Oh. T-34 Armageddon. Now the Auto is moving forward, but being spotted by a Panzergren. A group of 5 left. Moving up my flag 20 mils just to get some infantry support in the Croatian Legionary. Moving forward. And on our right flank, we've got Free French rallies moving forward. I've got a tanklet and a SS team moving forward, but the Decimas probably our best bets here. And the Pak-43 is just getting absolutely barraged to death by mortar fire. Not doing much, but keeping his head down. Tons and tons of more enemy coming forward. Croatians able to see this Maxim out here. Probably going to get him down in Shrefniki. Oh no, we got autos and our heads are pinned down. That's not good. A couple auto teams here. 12-12. Oh man. 16 minutes back on the board. All these guys just trying to get fire here. 20 mils. Ground firing along with a 37. Try to get these autos dead. We've got a single Panzerschreck team here. We've got nothing left. We're barely holding on this flag. 27 seconds. We captured one. Oh. We managed to get him out of the woods. Getting my Pak-38 up to stop his reinforcements. Having to pull back my Panzerschreck because I'm out of teams. I got 1 rocket left. Stuk 3 moving forward. Oh my gosh, look at all that stuff. JDU-88 spotting here. Looks like the T-34 took a hit from something. We got a Tiger moving back in. It looks like, fortunately for us, those are just a lot of Maxims. Catching an OSS leader out in the open. It'd be great to take him down. And Polish infantry just getting suppressed. Doing whatever I can with my captured Czech artillery pieces just to keep these guys back. You see all these tanks coming? 12-12, 15 minutes. Pioneers being caught out in the open. But they can use their MG-34s. And I've got my little light tank here getting suppression on these Free French. Able to keep their heads down. But my Croatians are getting suppressed fast. Moving in reinforcements from the right flank. Pack 38 being forced back. I was going to use them to take out these T-34s. IG-18 getting under attack. I had to move all my stuff back here to get a surrender and to get these guys in close. Got more Croatian Pioneer squads moving in. And they can see a ridge here, but dude, Tiger. Oh, I'm so happy we got this Tiger. Look at all that fire. Just trying to destroy whatever's hiding behind that hill. We got 6-man watch teams moving forward. And 20 mil flat cannons taking out Shrefniki, but he's destroyed by a T-34-85. All I got here is a Panzerschreck. They captured our flag. It's a 13-11. Oh man, well look at it. Look at that. There's like no time left for them. Tanklet keeping their heads down. Dual Breda 38s. Slowly chipping away. My Pack 38 50 mil forced back. IL-2 being forced off. But now we're dealing with advanced infantry here. Let's see if this Flak 38 spots him soon. I got a Pack 40 back here watching this road, trying to move in my IG-18. And unfortunately, my 105 starting to take fire from the enemy, running out of mortars here. And I brought in some, you know, you would think if you're running something on the yellow command, whatever it's called, it would cut in instead of going on fast route. But you know, if you call in tanks over here and they come that way, he's deciding he's going to go in the open. So I noticed that a bit late. We get a T-34-85. He's just going to destroy all these M15s. You need them to run up this way. So one of my teams, as I moved him over here, was destroyed by these poles. Achotaniki? I don't know. Correct me in the comments. Pioneers getting their jerry cans off. Gets their heads down, and the Pioneers finish the job. Whoa! Got almost 2 platoons of Tigers coming in and an Elephant. Able to take out this IS-2 if he decides to get cheeky with us. I've got M15 doing flanking duty. That's a 14-10. No! We're dominating this match. So I see what was happening here and redirect with the move command. Trying to get back into position here. He's got teams out in the open. Got another platoon of infantry coming in. Trying to get artillery back down in position here. Having to move these guys around. Got a munition truck coming back in to reload my mortar team. DC Moss spotting poles out in the open. Pioneers' heads are down. And we've got a bunch of Panzergrunts, but an off map coming in here. Not really doing a whole lot at the moment. Tigers moved up. Probably going to destroy this 120. Going for the Jushka first. Let's see if he can take this off map out. Radvika being forced off by Panzergrunts. And out of the guys who are spotted in the open, I've got 3 left of these 20-point tanks. T-34 on the ridge here, just out of range of everyone's view, trying to move this Pack 40 back into position. We're locked in at a 13-11 with 11 minutes to go. Tiger's been able to move down the hill. Elephant still holding back, and IS-2 being bounced on by something. IG-18 spotting someone. Spots the off-map truck, is able to destroy him. Taking Katyusha fire. 1, now 2. Trying to take out a platoon of Tigers. But I don't think he's going to do it. One of my Panzer 35s runs the wrong way and is destroyed by a T-34. Trying to get our Pack 40 back into position. IG-18 bouncing off that IS-2. Not going to be able to do it. Got to move him back if I spot that. Bullfighter coming to try to take out our Tigers. Does he do it? Gets 2 to push off, but 2 are held in reserve. Take out a T-34. My single Croatian Pioneer team taking back a flag. We're stuck at a 12-12. Bring in more SS. Try to clear out the area here. Man, I don't like that. I got this guy up too close. If he just push forward a little bit, probably take out my Pack 40, and I'm not sure I have any left. This one here is out of APCR. I got a Panzerschreck back here with 1 left. I got pushed up. Bullfighter coming back in. Firing. And again, inaccurate fire due to all our anti-aircraft. He might pay for it with his life. He does. IG-18 destroyed probably by the Shrifniki that was up here, but they died too. And that team I brought in was surrendered by something, so I moved the Pack 40 out. I got the M15 here to prevent anyone from pushing across, and I'm going to bring in these Croatian Pioneers. I put down the attack beacon to take this because it seems like we're able to do it, and we do. We lost one of our town flags here, maintaining the line here, not able to get into the left town. And one of my 50 mils was destroyed over here. I got Brandenburger Pioneers in case he tried to push through. I'm just trying to hold this M15 out of view because pretty much anything can destroy that. Oh man, 8 minutes to go. I've got ammo back in for these guys, so trying to mortar the position before I move these Pioneers in, and then I can tell he's got something here based on the front line. So I'm going to move this other team over that way. Now my Panzerschreck's taking fire from the enemy, loses a man. An M15 here just hiding in cover. And our Tiger is being too aggressive, and he pays for it by that IS-2. So we've got 2 back here. We've got a Panzer spotting everything. My Pioneer's getting spotted by this IS-2. Oh, man. No! Maxim! Oh. That sucks. So he decides to move in his Grenadiers first, which was probably not the best move. I stopped shelling the area, and I'm going to bring in my Pioneers now. Try to save his life if I can. Poor Croatians. It's quad Maxim fire and an IS-2. Trying to redirect my 105s onto this IS-2, but just out of radio range. Maybe I can take out his reinforcement truck. And we managed to capture a flag. There was 1 second left, and we win after 42 minutes and 51 seconds. Wow. What a match. Let's take a look at the team stats here. Looks like I did pretty well this time. Almost 3,000 kills. Take a look at the kill board. IG-18 taking out a few. Hey, 10-point tanklets taking out a couple squads. Those mountain howitzers take out a few squads. IG-18 takes out a Scott and an M5. The howitzer team again, a T-34-85 mortar and a full 15-man squad. My Fusilieri takes out 2 Superiors, and my 105s are able to take out 3 82s and a 75 and Descent Niki squad. Yeah, 105s did really good, and I think they broke up a lot of the enemy's attack. MG42 team takes out a sniper. Panzerschreck. Give this guy an Iron Cross with oak leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 T-34s. Amazing. IS-2 is taken down by a Pack 40. Pantera taken down by that Panzerschreck that we saw. Pack 38 takes out a bunch of Maxim trucks. These Pioneer squads. Wow. That's awesome. I think those are the ones with the jerry can bombs. Even that 20 mils getting some action here. And then IG-18. So gets an IS-2. I got an IS-2 with an IG-18. You don't see that often. Let's take a look at our losses. Oh, that Marauder at the beginning takes out 2 Cadetten. and one of my SS teams, so that was unfortunate. Guards, those were the ones who were, I think, caught out the open where I tried to reinforce. 82s took out a couple pieces. That field battery actually managed to take out a few things. T-34s. Let's see, that was that field gun that was out there for a long time. Another T-34. Katusha actually took out an MG-42 and a Panzerschreck. T-34 took out these M15s that went the wrong way on the road. And then it's all a lot of one-offs. 120s did take out one of my 105s and a munition truck. But overall, a very, very exciting and fun game. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.